It's the Nick and Stu Variety Hour.
I am Nick.
Hey, and I'm Stu. And welcome to podcast number 7. Yes, we've made 7 of them. First up, I want to bring to the attention of the entire world Nick's blatant abuse of bedwear etiquette.
Well, I certainly hope the entire world listens to this podcast. I think that's a bit hopeful.
A bit positive.
Then we're going to have a chat to a very, very special guest. Then, you know what? I think Stu's probably just going to whinge about public transport again. Seems like we fit that in.
The man has to know.
Who's the man? Who's the world? I want to know.
Public transport man.
Then we'll have a bit of a chat about the high stakes of looking sexy.
Hey, that sounds like my sort of thing. Let's get into it. Nick and Stu, mate, had a haircut today.
Looking darling.
But I tell you what, my hairdresser, barber, whatever you want to call him, I haven't been there for about a year because I've just been taking the quick and easy road and just shaving my head. But I tell you what, he remembers who I am, what I do, what I'm into, every single facet of things that we've ever talked about, and I can't even remember his name.
I got a couple of things, okay? First one, hairdressers sometimes have cheat sheets. So they just write little notes for themselves.
No, they don't.
I'm telling you, man. This happens. I'm telling you. Also, they colour code people. I don't know where I heard this, but I'm sure it's true.
Bet you this is a lie.
They colour code people if they were dating, colour code them so they don't book them in at the same time if they've split up, so they're not in the hair salon together.
That doesn't happen at all.
That is
ever.
100% true. You can take that to the bank.
If someone jumps on our Facebook who's a hairdresser and admits that's truthful, I don't know what I'll do, but you'll be right.
I'm saying some hair salons. I'm not saying every hair salon. I don't think everyday Joe Blow does. But El Fancy Buffontore
Ones that I
down the
don't.
street.
Well, do I look like someone that would go to them?
You look like someone that puts a box on your head and cuts around it.
Yeah.
You look
Not that bad, but yeah.
No, back to the conversation though. I lie. Make up awesome stories. Tell them I'm like a V8 supercar driver.
See, I couldn't do that, but just I would get caught up with my lies and he'd cross-examine me. This is how methodical this barber is. I walk past him all the time on my way back from the train and he's always sitting there doing nothing. I reckon he's reading up his notes.
It's not Bruce Wayne. He's not Batman. I don't think he puts that much effort into knowing who you are.
He definitely does.
Stuart's coming in. That's right. What year is he in his degree?
He would know. He's like, mate, you're about, 3.5 years through?
You're a bit behind. How'd you go in quant? Did you fail it? Or
See, I'm just like, see, that's why I can't lie.
do you know anything about him?
No.
Do you know his name, Stu?
No.
You don't?
He looks like a Gary. I feel he could be a Gary.
Possibly a Gary.
Or a Ryan. That's what I'm tossing up between.
Though, for a start, those two names are not remotely close.
They are. They definitely are.
I can't even think of a Gary.
There's 4 letters in Gary, and there's 4 letters in Ryan.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh, God.
Proven no solution to this.
No, okay. All right. You lie, and then you lie further. So you go, I'm a V8 supercar driver. Then if you go back in there in 8 months' time, you're like, oh, I'm a marketing exec. My name's Phyllis Howard.
Why would I call myself Phyllis?
And they go, what happened to you? Because it's classy while remaining effeminate, which is masculine these days. Nonetheless, moving on. Then they go, what happened to your V8 supercar career, Phyllis? I thought you were telling me about that. And you go, fell through, so worked my way into the marketing department.
In 8 months.
Well, short-lived.
See, I'm not even smart. I'm not even a barber, and I've already cross-examined you.
No, you go, had a car accident and my leg got cut off.
And I'd be like, where's your leg?
I'll say I've got a prosthetic one.
I'm like, well, can I have a look?
Yep, sure. Just let me, it's very lifelike, isn't it?
Well, can
it's
I touch
actually a real prosthetic leg of another human.
Don't exist.
You can't touch it.
He would know. He reads these like Time magazines all the time. He would know that doesn't exist.
It's okay.
Boom. Yes.
That's it. I'm leaving this.
Told
This is
ya. This
ridiculous.
guy knows everything.
Up next, why don't you just tell me why you were late?
No two can resist the old shave and a haircut.
Stu, late again today.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, well, it's what I've come to expect. I think it's about time you got some wheels because the train doesn't seem to work out for you.
All right, well, let me tell you about the train.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to hearing about the train.
I can pretty much catch public transport anywhere
Can you catch it to the moon?
Soon, when we get there. It's irrelevant. It's getting off track.
Continue with your story.
So they brought in a new rule, silent carriage, which I'm not opposed against. The first carriage and the last carriage of the train have to be silent. So you can't really talk. You can have chats as long as it's quick and quiet. You can't really have your phone on loud, and you can't listen to music with the music coming through your earphones so the whole train can hear it. So my phone rang. It was on silent. It was my mum. And I haven't talked to my mum for ages, so I answered it, and I was like, oh, hey, Mum, I'm on a train, can't really talk. And she's like, oh, okay. And she gave me the quick 10-second message, in which time I didn't say anything. And I go, okay, Mum, I'll give you a call when I go off the train. Bye. Hung up the phone. Old mate turns around to me and goes, excuse me, mate. This is the silent carriage. And I was like, I didn't realise that a 15-second conversation, 10 seconds of which I said nothing, was disrupting the ambience of the railroad.
Well, you should have just turned around and said, why are you talking then?
Yeah.
We've all got to be silent. Yeah, exactly. That's what you should have done.
So I feel he's just blatantly just had a chip at me, taking this completely out of context. It doesn't say you can't talk on your phone. It just says don't talk loudly.
I'm 100% pro silent carriage.
You should get the hell out. You never catch the train. You can't be for something you never go on.
I once caught the train.
Once? How long ago?
When I lived in Europe.
Silent trains didn't
4 years
exist
ago.
then.
In Europe, they did.
Oh.
There was silent carriages. I got kicked out of one, rightfully so. I was larking about, and I can understand that those people wanted silence. So that's why you go on that station. So phones should be on silent for a start, and then you should communicate using sign language.
So
over the phone. You've got face chat.
No, I don't. I have got a brick for a phone.
That's because you got a retarded phone. But that's getting off point again.
No, it's not. It's completely the point.
That's the reason face chat exists. So you can have a quick little, flick your hands around, let your mum know the message, tell her you're on the silent carriage.
Not only do I not know sign language.
Learn. Plug in some headphones. You're good to go. There you go. Problem solved.
Every part of that solution is wrong.
Except for the right parts.
No, there is none. I would break it down for you, but we would be here for another podcast.
Fine, whatever. Let's move on.
Welcome back to the Nick and Stu Variety Hour. Nick, my friend, we've been friends for quite a while now, and I came over to your house to pick you up for a surf early the other morning, and I was appalled, to say the least, at what I found myself gazing upon.
Well, I think that sounds considerably more dirty than the actual scenario was.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've never seen something as grotesque as that.
Stu, I've seen you in some very compromising positions. But I think I know what you're going to say, and I think I've seen considerably more grotesque things.
No, what you had on just destroyed the corneas within my eyeballs. I think you should tell everyone what you're wearing. I think you, of all people, should explain this.
What I had on, Stu Howard, young man, what I have on was a onesie. And a onesie is the best thing ever.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Hey, you said this is my story.
All right.
It's basically like if you had the pants of a pajama and the top of a pajama, but it's not pajamas, it's all one thing with a big zip on the front, covered in monsters. Not real monsters, though, cartoon ones that are cute.
And it's all furry. I feel like mental people wear it when they bounce off the walls.
No, babies, okay, you know what? If it's good enough for babies, why don't adults wear them? Good enough for babies wear them.
Babies crap their pants.
Yep, good enough for babies, good enough for adults, Stu. That's as far as I'm concerned.
There is no logic to this at all.
This is, let's put it this way, this is like the Snuggie, except more snug. So basically, I kind of feel like it's going to be taking over the world.
It's not going to take over the world. I'll be the first person to put that right down.
I feel like you're going to be grossly incorrect there, sir. I think there's a onesie revolution coming up on the fields.
I'm putting this to rest, so I think I'm going to have to call someone to help me with this, just to put you at mind at ease, to let you know how wrong you've been about this.
Is it going to be God? Because I think he's going to be on my side.
What do you wear to bed?
Mostly nothing.
That might incriminate me a little. Nothing.
I sleep in my elephant suit.
Sleep in my nightgown.
I sleep in my birthday suit.
Leopard print onesie.
All one. What do I sleep in? My leopard print.
I sleep in a granny nightie because it's comfortable.
I wear whatever is under the pillow.
Absolutely nothing.
No, trackies.
I sleep in my boyfriend's t-shirt.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nick and Stu, we're talking about the onesie. Nick, I can see that you're going to persist with this onesie saga. So what I thought, I'd give your considerably better half a call about the situation we've come across.
Well, I believe that would be my left half, Stu.
Yeah, well, let's see what she had to say about it. G'day, Adrian. It's Stu here. Now, I walked into Nick's bedroom the other day and I saw him with the most monstrous get-up I've ever seen. He had a onesie on.
Monstrous? Why is it monstrous?
Just, what do you think about this onesie?
It's so cute. I think there's nothing more masculine than a man wearing a onesie.
So the first thing you thought when you saw him in a onesie was, wow, he looks manly. He could cut down some trees with that.
Yes, I did. He looks so cute.
Oh, he looks cute and manly at the same time.
Yeah.
I think he'd look more like a giant baby.
He did. He did a little bit look like a baby. He kind of looked like a baby wearing a nappy.
Is that the sort of look that you two go for?
Yes.
Oh, well,
my baby.
in saying all this, I can see that you are obviously against me and you've the wrong person to call. Do you own one?
I do.
Oh.
We got matching ones.
No.
Yes.
So you both look super babyish.
Yes, we do.
Oh, well, I was hoping this phone call would help sort out this revolution that Nick's trying to start, but obviously you guys have ganged up on me.
Yeah, I'm at the root of it.
So I'm going to let you have to go on that one. Thanks very much, Adrian.
Stu, a couple of points from that conversation. Obviously, number one, I win. Hands down.
I think it's a tie.
Point number two, you said monstrous. Yes, it is monstrous because it's got monsters on it. There will be photos up. Point number three, just what could be better? Man and woman sharing it. Didn't really want her to say that we had matching ones.
I think that was a win in my behalf.
Yeah, I don't.
You guys are so, I don't know the PC word for it.
Tragic.
Yeah.
And I would replace that with a swear word usually. I kind of was sitting there going, no, don't say that bit.
Oh, she busted it out. Well, Nick, I'm pretty sure I've won this one. I don't care what you have to say.
Pretty sure you're on crack and you always care what I have to say, Stu. But I'll tell you what. Let's leave this later and we can put it to bed. Both literally and figuratively, I guess.
I wait to see.
Right now, got a riddle for someone special. And I mean special in more than one way.
Another Nick and Stu celebrity endorsement.
Hi, it's Kwan.
Hey, Kwan. It's
reached me and I'm in an awkward situation. Please call me back.
Oops.
Nick and Stu, talking special people. Stu, we ran into a special person at the Ecca the other day.
Oh, we did indeed. A good old friend.
Yes, a good old friend, Earl. Ran into Earl. He's a plumber. He was plumbing away at the old Ecca.
He wasn't. He was sitting on the bonnet of his car doing nothing.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what I presume that's what plumbers do. I've never seen Earl do anything else.
Gross generalisation.
But anyway, thought we'd fill in his day a bit, so we shot him a riddle.
He looked bored, so we had to entertain him.
Yeah, I don't think that's about giving him like one of those stick balls is the best way to entertain him. This is the response I got 8 hours later. Haha, I, D&T, get it, lol. I don't get it. I think that's what it means.
I didn't even hear the riddle. What was it?
Well, Stu, I'll tell you what. Let's call him up and we'll revisit it. Because he's had about a week now. I'm sure it's been the sole thing on his mind.
He should be able to answer easy as now.
Exactly, it's on. Let's call him.
Nick and Stuart's caller one. Please don't call me anymore.
Earl, good to have you on the phone. Do you remember the riddle we did the other day?
No, I have no idea. I probably forgot it a minute after you told me.
Oh, good.
Was that because you were so busy, Earl, at the Echo?
I was flat out.
You were literally flat out, as in lying flat.
Well, that's what you do when you sleep.
Working hard, mate, working hard.
So, Earl, here we go. 2 doors next to each other. Look exactly the same. Both of these doors...
What colour are the doors?
They're white, okay? They're both white. 2 security guards, exactly the same, in front of the doors as well.
Are they married?
Okay. Yes, they're married. I should start this by saying you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're in limbo. Anyway, one lies, one tells the truth. Now, the one that lies is essentially the devil. And the one that tells the truth is essentially Jesus. The door Jesus stands in front of goes to heaven. The door the devil stands in front of goes to hell. Now, they all look exactly the same. White Maori, okay?
How can you be a white Maori?
All right, let's not get bogged down here. You can ask one question to one guard. And from that one question, you have to decide which door to go through to get to heaven.
Okay.
Silence, good.
What'd you come up with, Earl?
I asked one of them what I'm doing there.
And what? How do you think that's going to benefit you?
Well, if the devil door says something stupid, from the heaven door says something truthfully, then I do not know.
That's it. Yeah, you basically explained exactly what I just said.
Way to paraphrase there, Earl.
Yeah.
Well done.
I remember being in school at English, right?
You're not at English, you're in
I don't
English.
give a wooden nickel where I am at the moment. I'm on the side of a road. When I was in English, my teacher said to me, learn about Shakespeare, learn about Riddle. And I said to myself, what am I going to use that for in the outside world?
Where are you going with this, Earl?
Get back to solving the riddle.
I don't give a wooden nickel about this riddle.
Stop calling things wooden nickels and get back to Sense Land where we're at. I called you to answer a riddle. Now let's get back to...
I forgot the riddle.
Oh, sweet Jesus, Earl.
I think this is a bust.
No, okay, all right, here we go. Back to the riddle. Let's get to the point. Here, I'll tell you what, let's try a different tactic here. Stu, you're going to be a door.
Yep.
You got what door you are?
Yep.
Okay.
What door are you, Stu?
Wait. Is that your question? Because he's just going to say, I'm the door to heaven. Now ask me the same question.
What door are you?
I'm the door to heaven. That's what both answers are. Choose one of us and ask a question.
That was your warm-up, Earl. It's game time.
The heaven door. I'm asking the heaven door.
No, you can't decide which door you're going to ask.
You have to choose me or Nick.
Say Nick or Stu and then ask us a question.
Nicholas.
Yes.
AKA the heaven door.
No.
Are you the heaven door?
No.
He's so special.
I mean, yes, I'm the heaven door. Now ask Stu the same question.
Stu, are you the heaven door?
Yes, Earl. I am.
So you're not because you tell the lies.
How do you know he's lying?
This guy lies.
No, I didn't say Stu lies. You just... What are you talking about?
I think, Earl, if you come to this situation when you die, I think just flipping a coin is best for you, mate.
I want to know the solution.
Okay, so you'd go up to one guard and you'd say, which door would the other guard say is to heaven?
That just doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense. It's the only logical conclusion. So
I don't know where you got this riddle from, but
okay, wait up, El. Ask that question to me. Ask the question, which door would the other guard say is heaven? Ask it to me.
Which door would the other guard say is heaven?
I forgot what door I am. Just like, this whole thing's gotten ridiculous. I would say the other guard. Okay, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
My door.
My door.
I would say my door if you said, ask the question to me again.
Ask the question to who?
Ask the question.
Which door are you?
No, not that question. Which door? Ask the question, which door would the other guard say is heaven to me?
Which door would the other guard say is heaven?
Mine. Now.
Mine.
Now ask Stu the same question.
Stu, which door would the other guard say is heaven?
His door.
His door.
So who do you think we are now?
But one of them's lying and one doesn't lie.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Well done.
That's the start.
I don't know which one lies and which one doesn't lie.
Oh, Earl.
I think Earl, you can let this one slide. Try not to lose too much sleep over it.
I'll tell you what, you won't be getting a part in the next Batman as the Riddler.
Thanks, Earl. Thanks for that, mate.
Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
That's it, Nick and Stu. Coming to an end for another week. I think it's been illuminating. I think it's been an illuminating podcast.
Yeah, it has. We've all learnt that everybody hates onesies and you should never wear yours ever again.
That's it. That's it. I've had enough. For a start, how can everybody have learnt that? Because it's a one-sided opinion. And you know what? As a result of that one-sided opinion, let's put it on Facebook. Let's see who likes onesies.
I've got this in the bag. If I win and everyone says that onesies are shit, which they will, I get to burn it and video it and put it up on Facebook.
That's a terrible idea. I am that confident that they will not say that.
False confidence.
Because they're fantastic.
No, they're not.
You know what? You can have a meal in my onesie at Macca's in Brisbane. In Brisbane, because I know that you're going to say, oh, let's film it outside of Brisbane in another McDonald's. So, in Brisbane, and we'll film it, put it up for you. Wouldn't you rather see that than someone burning something that they love? Burning something that they love.
I'll bring the matches. That's how confident I am.
Well, you know what? You better light up a candlelit dinner at Macca's with those matches. Because you're dining out, my friend. Anyway, let's end this on that. Got a lot coming up.
The
in
challenge
the next one
has been laid down.
You'll see a video of Stu eating at a McDonald's as well. And we're also interviewing a darling young lady, absolute stunner, from New Zealand, Kimbra.
That's right, Nick. So if you've got any questions, fire them away on the Facebook or on the website, www.nickandstu.com.au. And just a warning, wear your sunglasses for the next podcast because we'll be burning it up.
So lame. Just so lame.
That was the Nick and Stu Variety Hour, brought to you by Nick and Stu. For more podcasts, go to nickandstu.com.